I was going to say, I don't think that's on. At least I can hear it.
Thank you.
We can still hear you.
Becca, you tied your career high with 5 threes tonight. Was that trying to honor Allie Quigley in your own way?
Yeah, that's what I said after the game. I was like, this is definitely because it's her game tonight. But, I mean, it's always fun to hit a couple of shots. I really needed it for myself. But, yeah, it's her night. I'm so glad that we could get a win to celebrate that too.
And offensively, just in the flow of it, when you started getting into the flow of it, what was that like for you, and kind of how did you feed into the other parts of the offense that way too?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously also having Mill back as well. She's a huge focal point for us and she draws a lot of attention. So playing off her a fair bit helps all of us shooters, I think. But it's nice when the game is flowing for all of us. It just makes it a lot easier. So I think we ran pretty well in transition as well.
Hi, guys. This one's for both of you. You know, flipping the court defensively, I think things went well, especially on the perimeter. That's been kind of a pressure point for you guys at sometimes, but it was a lot better tonight. The wing shot, 7 of 26 from 3, and after the first quarter, you held Paige Beckers at 2 of 15 shooting. Was that, any sort of adjustments you guys made? Was that something you knew going in, that perimeter defense was going to be a way to win this one?
I mean, we try to do that every game, honestly. Like, I know in the beginning of the season it didn't look that way and it was not happening, but we've made good adjustments. We're trying to take teams out of the three-point line, force them into tough middies. And honestly, Dallas is actually pretty decent at mid shots, but just contested shots. Statistically, it's hard to continue to do that throughout the game and win that way. So that's what we're focused on. Just make them take tough shots throughout the game, and it usually ends on our side.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Maggie Hendricks with Yahoo Sports. You both have been around a couple different teams around the league. At this point, what is your assessment of what this Sky team is and what you can do with the rest of this season?
Yeah,
sorry, Rachel.
I feel like, do you want to answer? No. I feel like we're building, and I think we've been building towards this win. I think we've been unlucky with the last couple of games. We've kept it. It's been so close, but to actually change that mentality of having those losing streaks and being able to close out a game is actually more challenging than you think. And every game is so tough. And so for us to actually, take control of that game and not lose our lead completely, that's a big growth moment for us as well. And so I think closing out games is massive. But I just see us building towards who we are, and that's what we try to say to ourselves when we're in our 12 with our staff. All of that. This is who we're relying on. I really felt that we've really been growing in the last few games in particular.
Hi, Elijah James with Chicago Defender. So bench production today was really high, not only with your 28 points, but also with Camilla coming back on her input off the bench. How important is the team to have that good of a depth going to the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think it's really important, especially when you're dealing with, players getting injured or, people leaving for Eurobasket. And I feel like we've always felt that we had a deep team and we have players that can step up and score 20 any night, whether it's a starter or a bench player. And you've seen our starting lineup change a bunch, and anyone could truly start on this team and be successful coming off the bench. So it's going to be really big for us going down the line because this is a long season, and we're going to need these bodies and for all of us to step up.
This is for both of you. Rachel, I'll start with you. Obviously, Allie Quigley is a three-point threat. I mean, one of the first pure killer shooters the league has ever seen. Just for both of you who do have talent behind the arc shooting, what's this like, seeing her being the first player honored by the Sky to have her jersey retired?
Yeah, it's sick. I'm so happy for her. She's awesome. I've looked up to her since I started playing in the league. She's special, and she was special on the court. I said this earlier to some of the media, but I hated guarding her. It was dreadful. It was one of the worst people I had to guard. I told her that when I met her. That was the first thing I said. Because she just was so tough, so quick, never stopped moving. She should run marathons. She's just unbelievable. So I'm super happy for her. It's really cool to be the first one in this franchise to do it, and then soon it'll be Sluty.
Yeah. I was going to say.
Question for either of you. So Maddie, the last couple of games, she's giving you guys a lift. Just wanted to get your impressions on just what you've seen from her behind the scenes.
Yeah, I mean, Maddie's a hard worker. I think we all see the games and all that. You don't see the behind the scenes work. She's someone that's always putting in the time, the hours, the effort behind the scenes in particular. So it's really good to see her get some minutes on the court. And she's someone that she's going to get more confident. I mean, for any rookie when you're coming in, especially with those sort of minutes, it's tough. It is really tough to play like that. But I think that she's just got this poise, and she's really quite a balanced human, which is rare at that age, I think. So I think she's got a huge career ahead of her.
Rachel, have you grown more comfortable in this role as a starter as opposed to what you've been used to? Do you feel as though you've come alive as a starter and being able to reach your full potential in that regard?
Yeah, I'm just kind of rolling with the punches. I'm having fun. My teammates are great. They're trusting me. The coaches trust me. So I'm playing with a lot of confidence right now. I've been in a lot of different roles throughout my career, so it kind of just feels like every other day. But I'm really just trying to be that leader and, keep us focused on offense and get us into stuff and keep the ball moving and do what I can do and shoot threes and whatnot. So I'm having fun with it and just trying to continue. I can keep getting better. I got to keep taking care of the basketball. That's going to be really big for us down the line too. So, yeah, it's fun.
Hey guys, over here. I feel like you guys have been in a good stretch, like talking about finding your groove and finding an identity. How much have the two of you been thinking about a playoff push, or is that not necessarily something that's as much on your mind right now?
I just think with anything, you got to take it day by day. Like, honestly, you can't think that far ahead. Otherwise, it's just not a good thing for the team in general. Obviously, that's like a goal for us. But right now, we need to close out the game that we're playing. We need to lock in on that play phase, like really make it smaller rather than the job becomes far too big if you start thinking like that. So I think it's play phase at a time, game at a time. And that's how we're operating.
Beck, I saw Angel lift you up.
Oh, it's wild. I was so embarrassed.
After the game. So
I was so embarrassed.
It seems like she's a good teammate. She's a good leader. How have you guys seen her grow as a leader, in her second season?
Yeah, look, I really like Angel, and her picking me up, she knows I'd be embarrassed with that too. So that's why she did it. So, that was a lot of fun. Did not expect it at all. But, it also speaks to the chemistry that we have within this team.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I just have a quick question. Did
Recording
Angel
in
Reese
progress.
make that shot without her contact in at the end of the game? Was that her contact that fell out?
She did. She did. Yeah.
And then just to have this type of win, especially from Rebecca Allen, putting up so many 27 points, matched a career high with 5 3-pointers, and doing this on a night honoring Allie Quigley, one of the best 3-point shooters in the game. What does this win mean for this team, especially coming off of 2 really close, unfortunate losses over the last 3 days?
We fight, man. We fight through everything that we've gone through this season, everything that we continue to go through game to game. We don't break, and we won't break. And regardless of what the record shows, I got a team of fighters and a locker room full of fighters. We continue to show that night in and night out. And I think that we've created a new standard of how we want to play. And so that's the focus, is being true to us moving forward.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, a great game from the perimeter tonight. Don't think it's an understatement to say that. Was that the game plan coming into this, with the absences of Dejanay and Enrique, or is that just kind of how the game came to you guys and you guys were prepared for it?
I think it was a little bit of both. I think that Isaiah and JJ, require and deserve their own attention in their own right, and so they've been playing really well. So we didn't want to neglect them just because Enrique and Dejanay weren't playing. We knew that they can get on hot streaks at times, and obviously Paige is Paige. And so, but we came in with a game plan. We executed it pretty well. I thought in the first half we gave up a few too many offensive rebounds. I think we were a little bit more physical in the second half in terms of getting into the body and being, initiating the physicality. But yeah, I think it was good execution by our players.
Thank you.
So, Coach, obviously Beck had it going tonight. I just want to get your thoughts on just the shot quality and then also just how your teammates were finding her for those looks.
Yeah, we're an unselfish team. We had I think 24 assists on 29 of our made field goals, and so it speaks to our unselfishness. But Beck, that's the kind of shooter that Beck is, and throughout this season, whether it's her, whether it's Kia, whether it's Ariel, they've had nights where they haven't shot it well, but we've never lost confidence in them. We knew it was just a matter of time. Shots go in, shots go out at times. Tonight, Beck got caught her rhythm early, and we wanted to continue riding with it. She was able to get some looks off the ball with her continuous movement and cutting, and I think that's a huge part of her game. And then obviously our spacing and then our willingness to find her when she was open was key. So we just try to take advantage of that as much as possible.
Hey, Coach, just to follow up on that one, can you take us behind the scenes, like into any confidence type conversations that you have with Beck, just because you clearly still have it in her and it, showed tonight?
Yeah, I got confidence in all our players. I think that, I try to establish my own relationships with them so that they can just not just hear it, but that they can feel it. And, at times it can get chaotic out there with the amount of freedom that I give at times, but it's part of the process and it's part of the trust that I have in them. I want our shooters to shoot when they're open, and sometimes when they're lightly contested, I will still want them to get them up. And I want Mill and Angel and E to be aggressive inside, and I want them to feel the confidence of being able to shoot when they're open as well too. It's just I've said it at the start of the season. It's I'm not putting limitations on our players. There's obviously within the construct of our team and how we want to play and what our system is, but there's got to be structure to it. But at the same time, I think players play and maneuver just a little bit better when they don't feel like they're in a box, and I think that's part of growth and development, and my belief of it anyway. And we continue to see our team mature as the games go on.
Hey, Coach, just wanted to get your thoughts on Rachel and her ability to be able to make that transition from the bench to being a starter.
Rachel's been amazing. It's the amount of poise that she has when she's in there and when she's handling the pressure. She's deceptively quick, but she's got a really good handle, and so she understands change of speeds and how to elude pressure and handle pressure and still keep us within the organization. And when too many possessions go by where she hasn't handled it, I'm yelling at her to go get the basketball, and so because I have that much trust and faith in her ability to get us organized. And so she's been great for us. The team trusts her when she's out there. And it's been great because while she's been on the ball, we've been able to find opportunities to get her some looks off the ball as well. So she's been amazing.
Hey, Coach, so you guys had 14 points coming off of fast break points tonight. Can you speak on how important it is for the team to take advantage of those fast break opportunities?
Yeah, I think that transition is important for us because it means that we're using our defense to create some of our offense. And so, it's more off of when the opponents make their baskets is when we kind of want to be a little bit more methodical and and kind of pick and choose, how we manufacture those points. But when we can get rebounds defensively, when we can create turnovers, we want to get out and we want to run. So being able to capitalize on those opportunities is big for us.
The post passing was really great tonight. I feel like that's sort of been a trend the last few weeks, maybe in the wake of Sloot's injury. The bigs have taken on some more playmaking responsibilities. How have you seen that develop, whether it's Angel in a point forward role or like tonight, Elizabeth Williams dropping dimes all over?
Yeah, it's their greatest skill to me. It's their most important skill because it allows them to be multidimensional. It allows our offense to flow side to side, and when they're able to be assertive as scorers and as facilitators, it opens up everything for the rest of our offense. And so, especially with the shooters that we had and the kind of the hot streak that they've been on the last few games, you gotta keep teams honest, whether it's them attacking the rim, and now how much you're going to help off of our perimeter shootings because they can find them. So, and then the big, like you mentioned, the big spacing and facilitating has been great as well. And we're starting to understand more how to play off of each other and where they're going to be. And so, again, that just comes with the continuity and the connectivity of our players.
Coach, you guys had a 10-2 run to end the first half and a 13-2 run to end the third quarter. What did you see from your team during those stretches?
Just a commitment to doing the little things. I think that there were spurts throughout the game where we kind of had a little bit of lulls, and we took the timeouts to regroup a little bit, and I think we refocused. And I think sometimes when teams would go on runs against us earlier in the season, we had a tough time bouncing back from those. But we've been able to show a little bit more resolve in those moments, and then for us, we were able to kind of turn it around and being able to go on our own runs at times. And so. I'm proud of our team for being able to maintain that mindset and that competitiveness and that toughness. And today we came out on the right side. So, cool. Thanks.